Dexter Resurrection gave us a wide array of serial killers, so today I'm ranking every single one from complete deadweight to apex predator. Watch to the end so you can give me your thoughts on my rankings. Starting us off is Lowell. Now, as a guy who can appreciate some fine artwork, especially in the form of a tattoo, I got to say his ritual is quite cool. In addition, when he was finally placed on Dexter's table, he was quite nonchalant about it. Now that is aura. And his kill count is 26. The man is a bit of a veteran in this game. However, he's not top tier. For one, he likes to kill to take his victims' tattoos, but the man himself has got no tattoos. Obsessed over tattoos when he's got no skin in the game, which does make him a bit of a tattoo cuck. Also, Dexter didn't really have much issue in disposing of him. So for all reasons said, the man is going in the high tier threat category. Next, Ronald Schmidt, aka Dark Passenger, the taxi driver killer. He got disposed of early in the season, and his identity was used by Dexter to infiltrate Prader's group. This guy is going in the notable threat category, as killing someone while in the back seat seems kinda soy, which is reflected in his diet of being a vegan. The one saving grace for this guy is his hood. It was pretty cool, and it did conceal him from cameras and preserved his anonymity. That was pretty neat, but otherwise he's going in there. Moving on, Mia Lepriere, aka Lady Vengeance. 6 kills, not as much as the previous 2, but I have to respect a woman in male dominated fields. Her kills are going to be harder as she is a girl, and Dexter couldn't get rid of her fully, so he called the police. For this reason she is going in the high tier, but not close to apex predator as those numbers of kills are on the lower side, but she has potential in this game. Next, Al Jolly / Rapunzel. This guy has got no aura. He targets only women and takes their hair. That's fucking weird. He also looks chopped. His numbers are 4, which are on the lower side. I just didn't like this guy. He's weak, fat, and picks on those weaker than himself. In a one-on-one fight against Dexter or any other killer on this list, he would have no chance. He's going in the deadweight category. The Gemini Killer. Number 1 on the FBI's most wanted list, and according to the Killing Century, the Gemini killers are considered to be visionary killers. The Gemini killers would also kill in sets of 2, which also does make sense when it was revealed that they were twins. But they chose to hide that fact. This would give the Gemini killers an extra layer of security. We saw this when Dexter tried to dispose of them. He was stressed. They were also far more cautious of Dexter from the start and put the pieces together quickly. The Gemini killer's biggest flaw was their arrogance, which would leave them susceptible to attack and manipulation, which is how they met their end. Again, they get bonus points for the name. The Gemini killer sounds pretty nice off the tongue. Together they go in apex predator easily, separately high tier or even mid tier. The New York Ripper. Now we don't know much about this guy, other than the fact that the detective had a massive crush on him. Of course we know his name, and of at least 3 confirmed kills. But this guy did his business and walked away, leaving that detective stressed and stood up. Now I can't really rank him as we don't know much about him, but I'm sure he's gearing up to be an apex predator caliber of killer next season. Next, Keith, the Canton Clubber. This guy would bludgeon people to death, which is pretty gruesome. He got 3 confirmed kills, but he was disposed of in the first episode. Bottom tier for this reason. I can't give this guy higher than that. He was literally fodder for Charlie's introduction into Resurrection. Dexter, well, I don't really have to explain myself for this one. Next, Leon Prater. The guy killed Angel, he's a billionaire and kind of helped fellow serial killers come together. He was initially a cuck for murder, but the little man got into it himself. If this was a character tier list of just pure aura, he's going into the highest just because of his wealth and status. But as it's a killer tier list, this man has to go into notable threat. Firstly, the little guy's a midget, so his ability to carry out kills is quite limited, and well, he's just not that physically intimidating. But due to his role in Resurrection, and just for the love of the game, I will meet him halfway and put him in top tier. Moving on, Charlie. Another girl in male-dominated fields, and her job was to look after Prader's safety. With the knowledge that Prader is a billionaire, he would only choose the best to guarantee his safety. And with his extensive connections, I'm sure there is no shortage of candidates to be his personal bodyguard. Yet Charlie is that person, which is a testament to how good she is. Of course, much like Dexter, she's also a serial killer for serial killers, meaning she exclusively hunts down dangerous people, apex predator easily. Lastly, Harrison Morgan. Now he has one confirmed kill, but I'm going to make that 1.5 as he did technically kill Dexter, although he did come back to life. Now he is Dexter's son, so he has massive amounts of potential. But he's got no numbers, and the one proper kill he did carry out was not calculated and in the heat of the moment. Now he did somehow get out of a nearly impossible situation, of course with a little bit of Dexter's help. But the little guy was a fast learner. I'm going to put him in the dead weight tier. He does have hereditary aura, but haven't illustrated the full extent of what he's capable of. And with that, my list is concluded. Put a comment down below to see if you agree with my list or disagree with my list and why. Subscribe.